Hello and welcome. This is Friday morning clean eating chats with your guides. I'm Pia Maffei, owner of I Am a Clean Eater and Artisan's Palette, and I'm joined today by Sharissa Bradley, also known as the Doctor of Food. And we're going to just introduce these types of chats every Friday with some of the challenges that we've noticed through the store and some of the traffic that comes through it. And one of the big things that comes through, and we want you to participate, so if you see this coming up in your live feed, go ahead and ask questions and like the video and share it. But we have an issue where some people come in the store and they feel like they're too old to change their habits, or that it's going to be too difficult to start. And really, I think what they're saying is they don't know where to start. They need help.
Yeah.
So you were telling me an interesting story about your dad.
Yeah, and it's really, it came down to, and it's not just one person. I mean, it's all the time. Regularly, I'm seeing and having clients come to me and say, "I really love what you're doing, but I'm too old. I'm not going to make any changes in my life right now."
Mm-hmm.
And really, I mean, age is totally an arbitrary thing. So really, how old do you feel? And it really has nothing to do with when or where you can start making new habits or changing your habits. So today we wanted to address that it's really never too old to start making a new habit, and it's really you're never too old to start making these good changes in your life and see yourself feel better, be healthier, and truly get younger in the process. We've talked several times in our classes about how your cells are constantly regenerating, and it doesn't matter how old you get, your cells are still being remade. And if you can put good stuff in your body, even at 70, 80 years old, you're going to get healthier, regenerated cells. So essentially, your body can be getting younger. So really, the argument of I'm too old to start something new is a totally moot point. It's not, I mean, it's not reality. Really, we can start at any point.
Exactly.
So, I mean, if we can change our thinking to I'm too old, from I'm too old to I don't know where, then that's where we come in and we can help you make those good changes.
So we always recommend kind of 3 top things to start for clean eating. And the first thing is to improve your fats and that's easy to do. So we have a couple great fats in the store. That is in the form of ghee. You can do avocado oil, you can do coconut oil, and you can do MCT oil.
Absolutely.
And even olive oil.
Olive oil is great too. There's a lot of controversy for the oils and the fats too, as to what kind of fat should we be using, how much fat should be in our diet. And really the answer to that is that you absolutely have to have fat in your diet. Upwards of 4 to 6 tablespoons of fat a day. And that's not just like, oh, I threw some butter in with my vegetables today. It's really got to be bigger than that, more thought about, more cognizant about getting the fat into your diet. The reason I pulled this one out today is because I wanted to show you one of my favorite fats that I use, and the way that I incorporate fat into my diet is by using this ghee specifically, Fourth and Heart, in my coffee, in my smoothies, in my...
Not the garlic one, though.
No, not the garlic one. No, the vanilla. We actually have the vanilla bean. This one is the garlic ghee, which I use to saute all my stuff with, and I'll use it raw on top of my sweet potatoes or on top of potatoes. I mean, it's just amazing.
And so eggs is awesome.
Gosh. Eggs, anything really, truly.
Yeah.
But this is one way to get a good fat in. It's a creamy, really smooth consistency. You can spread it on your toast, and if you just make one simple change, right? One change. You make one change. Maybe you switch from the canola oil that's in your pantry that's causing widespread inflammation and problems beyond you could even imagine, which we could spend a whole day talking about just canola oil. If you make the one change to your fat, I mean, that's something you could do at any age, and this is a good starting point. Change your fat. We also have a couple of other things we wanted to show you today, just to make a simple change and to show you that you're never too old, or even to help maybe with some confusion. We want to clear that up for you.
Yes, exactly. So the second thing is you can also get a good fat and a good seasoning at the same time. So this is a ranch dressing, and we have another one there, the ginger cilantro, and actually and the mayo. Let's bring them all up. These are good ways that pair again with the fat, because it's avocado oil. This one actually is olive oil, avocado oil in those ones. So it's a great way. You have a bowl of vegetables, nice, they're all organic, and you're dipping in here, you're making a sandwich, you can use that with this. It's mayo. I use the chipotle lime mayo. I had shrimp last night. It was delicious to add that. So
oh my gosh, on a burger.
Oh yeah, so good.
So these are all things you have in your pantry now, right? You have the mayonnaise in your fridge that you used maybe to make tuna salad or chicken salad, something like that. The mayonnaise that you traditionally buy in store has soybean oil and canola oil. So this is one thing that you're already using, but this could, just changing out this one thing is going to, again, decrease that inflammation, increase your fat intake, and give you a high quality, good product that you can just simply switch out. You're not changing your diet, you're not changing anything else, you're making a healthy switch.
Right.
So we're just upgrading your life a little bit here. Same thing with the ranch dressing. You probably have ranch dressing in your fridge. You probably put it on your salads. This ranch dressing tastes better than any traditionally made ranch dressing I've ever eaten in my life. And I'm a very, not picky eater, but very specific to the flavor profiles. It needs to taste good. And again, you already have this in your fridge.
Like ranch.
It actually tastes like ranch.
But this is what drives me crazy with some of the other brands that are out there that might be healthy, and then they say, "Oh, this is ranch."
It doesn't taste like ranch.
But it's good, but it's not ranch. You can't call it ranch. So that's what we do.
Salad dressing.
That's what we do in the store. We properly curate the store. We find these items. We bring them to you, and this is actually ranch dressing.
Yes, absolutely. So again, you're never too old to make a switch like this. This is something so simple that you're taking out the bad stuff, you're putting in something good, and you don't have to feel guilty about dipping your pizza in ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Even if you just made this one switch, right? This chipotle dressing is phenomenal as a salad dressing, but also as a marinade. So again, if you're doing any marinated foods, whether you're vegetarian, vegan, pegan, it doesn't matter, you're gonna marinate your vegetables, marinate your meat, marinate, if maybe you're making a cabbage steak as a vegan and you want something for a good option for that, you've got these great options. So easy, simple switch. You're not doing anything to change your diet or to change your plan. You're just making one better decision for yourself.
And actually doing this, when people think they're too old to make a switch, they're usually in the crowd too that aren't eating enough vegetables.
Right.
And this is a great way to encourage you to actually eat more vegetables.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
Dip
they're
your
going to
carrots in the
taste so
ranch.
good.
Yeah.
And if you marinate your vegetables in the ginger cilantro, which I've done, and then bake them, or roast them, or even grill them. They're really terrific. In fact, summer squash is in season right now, and just slice it. A little bit of salt and pepper. If you want to go take a walk on the wild side, get a nice just a spice, and use that like a chorizo spice or something, or just or put it in here, let it marinate, and then grill it. It's fantastic. Tastes great.
I mean, let's just go just for fun through these ingredients. So this is a marinade, right? And you're not making this at home. You're just buying this and putting it on your vegetables. So this has avocado oil, honey, red wine vinegar, olive oil, water, vinegar, mustard, onion, cilantro, dried egg yolk, sea salt, ginger, garlic, and black pepper.
So 2 oils, 2 good fats.
2 good fats. There's a little bit of egg in this, so if you have an egg allergy, it does have egg yolk in it. But if you don't have any problems with that, it is incredibly allergen friendly as far as no gluten, no soy, no dairy, no sugars, except for the little bit of honey. And it's really super, super delicious.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's get real here. It's going to come down to flavor. You're going to want to eat something that tastes good. Tastes good and is good for you, and you get that little sneaky mom moment of I just tricked you to eating something good for you. You know what I mean? This is a great thing. And like I said, you don't have to feel guilty about any of these items. Smother your vegetables in them. You need the good fat. It's so good for you.
Yes.
So 3 simple switches that isn't changing your diet in any way, but it is giving you a better health option. And then the last thing
is snacks. We all snack. We know it. You know it. I know it. We all snack.
We gotta have those little crunchy moments or sweet moments. You gotta do it.
Yeah, I'm a salty crunch snacker.
Totally.
So I do this in my life, and I tell my customers too. Build a fortress around you.
Yes.
So if you know that at 8 o'clock you want something salt crunch,
Yep.
then make sure you go to something clean salt crunch. So I love that. My husband is more sweet, soft, so I always have these in the pantry so he can get a little bite of chocolate.
Oh yeah.
So what do you prefer? How do you prefer to snack?
I'm a sweet and salt and crunchy person as well.
Okay.
So I buy these. These are cassava strips. If you haven't heard of cassava before, it's the yucca root, and that's all it is. There is nothing else added to it. There's no.
Food.
It's the whole food. So, and when you get this package and you break into it, you'll see it's just these very paper thin slices. I think of it like when they're cutting the meat on the whatever that thing is called.
Like carpaccio.
Yeah, and so it's like very like paper thin, and I just imagine them like cutting this little yucca root and making these very fine strips that taste like Pringles. I wish I was joking because then I wouldn't have to eat the whole bag, but I do. It's like a once you pop, you can't stop, right? Like you open the bag and you gotta eat the whole thing. So we sell these in family size as well as in this individual size, and this is what I buy myself because again, my fortress around me is I don't want to eat the whole bag at night, so I'll buy myself these little bags, and then I don't feel guilty about eating the whole thing.
And I'm pretty satisfied after eating just one
totally.
bag. I don't need to feel like, I need more.
No.
And sometimes actually I don't even finish the bag.
Same.
The small one.
Same.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you the ingredients on this. Like I said, it's a whole food. It's just being sliced, and this is it. This is the cassava flour. I'm sorry, the cassava root from the yucca root. So it's got cassava, palm oil, sustainably raised palm oil, and sea salt, and that's it.
That's it.
So this has got a good fat. It's a good starch. It's a great snack. Great snack.
Yes.
Plus, it's got good sea salt in it, which the sea salt has minerals in it. You can really feel good about this one all the way around. Plus, you're getting that craving satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
The RX bar, if you haven't heard of RX bars before, they're really awesome. Great on the go, get some protein in. Now, this isn't to be used as a meal replacement, but more of like, I know I'm going to eat at 5 o'clock and it's 3:30 right now, so I'm going to grab something really quick so I don't ruin my appetite. This is where you go for this. It's got high amount of protein and a flavor that knocks it out of the park. We have several different flavor options available. This one is a good one. It's just chocolate and sea salt. And again, it tells you exactly what's in it. 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates, and no BS. And that's real.
That's the part we like.
There's no BS. There's no extra added ingredients. It's frustrating me as a nutritionist to see some of the commercials that I'm seeing nowadays for these other bars, these meal replacement bars. And while I was camping last week, I was looking through my father-in-law's pantry and saw some of those bars that were on the commercials and thinking like, they say, this is our bar, this is what we say is in it, and this is all that's in it. And that is just not true. I looked at one of the bars that was, it was coated in chocolate, and the back said, chocolate flavored coating. It wasn't even real chocolate coating. It was chocolate flavored coating. There wasn't even any real chocolate in the ingredients.
Do you like say, hey, dad or dad-in-law?
Yeah, throw this away right now.
Do you say like, look at this?
Yes.
Is the problem with this?
Oh, absolutely. No, I would never want someone I love and someone I care about to be eating chocolate flavored coating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you want to eat chocolate, eat as much chocolate as you want. I love chocolate. It's a fermented food. It's an incredible antioxidant. It gives you a good boost of energy. Just get real chocolate.
Yeah.
Like the Hue chocolate. It was a great segue, Sharissa. Thank you. This is dark chocolate that tastes like milk chocolate. So if you're not a dark chocolate fan, which I'm all I eat is dark chocolate. I love like that 85% that bitter. I'm not a huge sweet person, so I want that dark flavor. So for me, the Hue chocolate is, it's incredibly decadent. It's already kind of scored for little squares, and I can only eat one square.
Yeah,
like
me
I
too.
can't do more. I actually tried a month ago to eat 2 squares of this chocolate, and it was so rich that the second bite just wasn't as satisfying. So then that was it, 1 square.
Yeah.
So this comes in several flavors. And it's Hugh with a little hand for human. This is going back to what we need to have quality products and quality ingredients without any of the crap.
Right.
So eat this instead of those crappy meal replacement bars. I don't care. Make
so
a good
not
switch.
Too old to make a change.
Yeah, look at
we
these.
showed you
even
3
these
great
things.
places to start today.
Yes.
Get a good or better fat, get a great seasoning and or marinade, and get a great snack.
Yes.
And you can pick one of those things, and if you follow those simple rules, okay,
Yeah.
those 3 that we just said, okay, good fat, good seasoning, good snack, and you continue that week after week and make those choices, within about 3 months, your pantry will be cleaned.
It will be, and you're going to be feeling better. And you'll think back, what did I start doing that made it so that all of a sudden I have none of these problems that I was dealing with before? You know, your medicine cabinet above your bathroom sink is now emptying out because you don't need any more of that stuff. And you're feeling better. That's the whole point of all of this. So make a couple of these changes. You're never too old to do that. And start feeling better now. And
It's
live
possible.
the rest of your life, you know, the next 40 or so years, feeling good.
You can do it. We'll
You
see
can
you
do
next
it.
week.
We'll see you next week. Thank you again for joining us.